Okay, thanks for coming to episode 2. I've only made it about 36 laps in. I just noticed that it's really strange in RuneScape how sometimes you could be doing a task and really want to say you're doing the Sears Rooftop Corpse, and you really are envious of the boys that jump off of the church and immediately teleport to the front of the bank, and it's almost so frustrating that you can't do it that you almost don't even want to do the task anymore. So you go and you grind, and you finally get the Cannon Hard Diary done, and what do? You end up running in a nice loop around the track with all the boys, and while they run off to the bank through this little makeshift graveyard here, it's pretty, this little graveyard, you find yourself running with them. It's like, I literally spent the time to do the Cannon Hard Diary. Stop running to the bank. But anyway, the marks of grace are actually pouring in. We've got 10. I think we've only done like 30 laps. And we'll be back with the next level. The boys are all out in the yard today. My God. I almost want to just not teleport to Camelot and instead just run with them, because when we all in tandem cross our little tightrope, it just... Some of the boys are alking. Some of them got the Chaos Elemental pet. Everyone in sync together. It's great vibes. It's great vibes. And they all just fell. Oh my God. No! We just missed it. I started the recording a little late. It was like we were one mind. One mind. None of us are paying any absolute attention to what we're doing whatsoever, but it's also summer now, and we just got back from the farmer's market, and we got a bunch of tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, garlic. I'm talking some of the finest vegetables I have ever seen. I'm new up here to the New York area. Don't get me wrong, we know a thing or two about tomatoes and some cukes back in Pennsylvania, but these New York boys, they know what they're doing. And I threw together some red wine vinegar, some olive oil, and just chef's kiss. Mwah. We've been blessed today, boys. We've been blessed. 30 marks. Little lamp. Let's go. Herblore, of course. One time I used it on something other than Herblore, and I immediately regretted it 3 hours later, and it literally stuck with me for about an entire week. So Ironman, do yourself a favor. Use it on the Herblore. And there we go, boys. The final out, coming up with some cheeky... Come on, what? Come up. There we go, boys. 632k. Gotta figure out what we're gonna alch next. There's gotta be something in that mess of a bank. Shout out to the High Alchemy Highlighter. Cheeky little app on the RuneLight plugin to figure out what items you have in your bank that alch for profit. Look at this absolute pile of garbage alchemies I have to get going on, but at least it's something to keep me idly busy as I absolutely have a nervous breakdown. I'm about halfway to 75, so it's only been about half a level, and I honestly cannot picture a time where I am done with this grind. It doesn't feel like I ever will be, but I trust that come the end of the episode rather, I won't be in such poor spirits. 75. Nice. So there we go. There's all the alchs done. I have nothing left in my bank to alch. Made a total of 1.2 mil. We'll continue on here. I really want to go to Hallowed Sepulchre. Really bad. I'm trying to figure out what a good time to do that is. At this point, I decided that I would just get a final 60 marks of grace and then move on to the Sepulchre. Oh wait, that's 60. Oh snap. Alright. Let's go to Sepulchre. So we are back. I kind of got the hang of this a little bit. There's definitely some moments where it's dicey. I'm still kind of confused on one of them. I think I have my system down. I'm not going to record me doing run after run after run. The only thing I've really gotten of note so far was on the first run was 2 Ranars and then a Rune 2-hand sword, which is always nice for the alchemists. But nothing really since then. I'm not going to be able to do this infinitely. I only have 20 maybe 20 vampire dust left, which at that point I should probably just go kill some, whatever they're called in Versenhaza, maybe I think it is. And then I could come back. I'll just see. So I was going to keep doing runs in the Hollowed Sepulchre, but unfortunately I ran out of vampire dust. I have 21 now, which is good for a few runs, but if I want to go all the way to 80, I'm definitely going to need a bunch. So I guess I really don't know how much I'll need. I'll try to get, I think 150 would be nice to just have to sit on, and then that won't take all day, barely take any time at all, and then I'll be able to get back to it rather quickly, because sometimes I get distracted and I'll end up being like, no, I absolutely need 3,000 vampire dust, and the next thing you know, 2 weeks go by. And granted, it's nice to have the dust, but I think this is what I'm going to be doing just till 150, and we'll pick up from there. Okay, so there we go. I already had a little bit of vampire dust to start, but now I've got 150 in the bank. And where am I going? If you want to see the loot, 144 of them. It was a 577k, a bunch of adamant, 2 rune kite shields, I was lucky. No blood shard, so we'll try for that again another day. But now, off to some Sepulchre. And here we have an easy casket, which we got a collection log item for. Red headband, nothing crazy. Next one being a medium clue casket. And we got absolutely nothing. So, as it turns out, I absolutely hate this place. I grinded the dust, and I hate it. I can't bear to do it another little bit, but I'm going to continue to do it. It's going to be rather hard. It's kind of hard for me to AFK it at work. It requires a lot of concentration. It's really hard to do on mobile, but I think if I can just get enough of it done in between sessions of work and family, and eventually I could see it through to the end. It's going to be, as it turns out, of course, though, as much as I hate it, it's going to be the perfect grind, because I am just crushing it on the adamant bolts. I don't know if you can hear that. Those are some brownies. I'm about to get my hallowed ring, which should cut back on the food use, and then once I get the other additives, I'll be able to complete the obstacles to get the chests a lot faster. But the bolts are great, the Ranar seeds are great, the Ranar herbs are great, and it just gives me straight up prayer potions, which is fantastic. And on top of it, the money in the alchemables, which is good for the kingdom too. So we press on to 77 agility. And there we go, 250 marks. Oops. 250 marks, pick ourselves up the ring. Okay, here we go. 250 marks, hallowed ring, and of course with that, we can't be damaged by the traps anymore. Nice, my second strange old lockpick that run. It's the little things. And there we go, boys. Absolutely incredible. Another 100 marks. Let's finally get it. This is by far the obstacle that I failed the most. And I am so happy to finally have this. And, okay, I'll just say it. I'm actually beginning to really like this minigame. I wanted to go back to roof courts really bad in the beginning of the day. I decided to stick it out, and it's actually gotten quite fun, especially now that I'm starting to get some upgrades. So I'm excited for the what the future holds here. I've been making some serious cash. I'll show you what I got. 280k so far, a bunch of Ranars. I think overall it says 83 that are logged. That's not all of them that I've done. I've done more than 83, and I've made 1.25 million gold. With 5 Ranars since I started, and 554 adamant bolts, and that's really nice. So I think I'll stick with this for a while. Okay, we got another 100 hallowed marks, and I realized that this thing, the hallowed symbol, reduces the amount of vampire dust that I need, which would have been probably better to get before this, but this has saved me a lot of time. So we got the hallowed symbol now to replace this regular one, get some swag. God, RuneScape. Jesus. Okay. 77 agility. Shiloh Village River Crossing. I've seen this one on the map a lot, and I don't know what I will use it for, given that I have the gem mine teleport. I'll never find myself over there, but maybe it's actually worth it. We'll see. So that's going to close out my little session for tonight. We've got a bunch of mithril bolts, adamant bolts, rune bolts. Let's see, bolts. 693 rune bolts, a bunch of mithrils, a bunch of adamants, and immediately after this grind and I do the next task of that clue, we're going back to Lizardman Shaman. But I can think of something to do in place of that. Okay, just getting back from work, a late day. We stopped off at the park, played some soccer with the boy, did some suicide sprints just to try to tire him out, and we're back now. He's utilizing his tablet, and it's time for Dad to do some sepulcher. Still don't know how to say that. It's gone pretty well. I got to do it a little bit at work today. I picked up the... What did I get? Oh, the hammer, that's right. The wild hammer. I got 63 marks, so we'll be coming up on the... whatever the other one is. And we are only about a quarter way to 78, so it's been a little bit of a grind. But still cashing in on the bolts. Ranars aplenty. Let's see what tonight brings. Okay, awesome. We got another 100 marks of grace. I can get the... I already have the ring, the hammer, the amulet, the grapple. I don't have the token, and I don't have the focus. What does this do again? The token, which can grant an extra minute within the sepulcher. I can't really get past floor 3 until I'm over 82 agility, and there's no way of me getting lost. I will never need that. So we will finish off with the Hallowed Focus, and I believe that completes it. And now I could just start working on some dyes. I am just so upset to see this vampire dust on the ground going to waste. I decided to switch it up and just go to Sears for a little bit and just vibe out, and with my new swag, of course, on. And I see this vampire dust, and that just... Oh, to trade with someone would just be amazing. But it will never happen. I can't bring myself to do it. I honestly don't even think I would enjoy the game that much. I'm not even trying to be elitist. It's just... I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd probably still go try to farm the stuff myself. It's starting to get to me, boys. I don't think I'm going to be able to... I mean, I have to keep going, but... I mixed it up in between here for a minute. You might see in a clip I was at the Sears course, and I was just like, you know what? I really should be pushing for the recolor. I really love the way the black makes. If I could just get... I mean... From 78 to 80, I might just be able to finish the recolor. I'm not really sure. It's going to be a lot of laps. Recently, I haven't been looting the first floor coffin. The second floor coffins, I'm not really sure. I'm really pushing for this level, and then I think I might go back to just looting all of them. The agility rates were decent. The prayer and bolts weren't amazing, but honestly, it's just, it starts to drag on you after a while. What's up, boy? Dude looks pretty cool. And the squirrel? Man, I got faked out. Oh, no way. Nice. I'm going to throw him in the clip. What's up? Hi, YouTube. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. La, la, la. Level 122. Decked out. Got the squirrel. Recolor? Let's see. We got Riley Red Ox coming in. I'm really digging the way he looks. That's a lot of marks. Well, they come anyway, don't they? Enjoy your pet, dude. Set it to the clan. And there we go with that. Sorry if you can hear the girl washing the dishes in the background, but I've completed floor 3 of the Hallowed Sepulchre 100 times in-game. I'm not sure if this would be accurate over my total, because the total would be different, I believe. Runelight says 203, I guess that's chests looted, for an average of 16,714 gold. That's pretty badass. And if I could sell it all, would have made 3.5 million gold. 1,300 adamant bolts, 849 mithril. I'll probably never use those. 690 deaths, 908 natures, 1,092 bloods, 5 ranars, seeds, Damn, that's crazy. I totally missed it. I didn't realize that by swinging over this pillar I was going to get 78 agility, and with that I am 2 levels away from the goal of 80, and I could do the Ironworth Dungeon North shortcut, which I don't think I've ever seen in my entire life. The one I'm really looking forward to is the Taverley Dungeon Spiked Blades jump, because as you know, you should be buying the staffs from Zaf, and I've got about 400 right now, 500, and when I finally, it's gonna out for a pretty penny. That's gonna end my session for tonight, August 2nd. Let's see what August 3rd brings us. Peace. Got an easy clue casket here for the boys. Come on, give me the loot, give me the loot. Ooh, a proper lootation. Let's see what we get, boys. Oh, the collection log. We'd love to see it. Adamant plate T. Very nice. Hard clue. Okay, so I have this clue step, and the clue step is to, in a town where everyone has perfect vision, seek some locked drawers in a house that sits opposite a workshop. So I guess it's here, that's what Runelight tells me. I have to kill any chicken to obtain the key, and I know damn well I am not teleporting all the way back to Lumbridge to find a chicken. Where is there a chicken in RuneScape aside from Lumbridge? Because that's not something I've ever asked myself, and I'm seriously about to wiki it, and this doesn't please me. Aha! Revisiting my crime fighting days. Let's go. Give me this sweet key. Bam! What you gonna say about it? Look at him, he flopped face down. Whoa. Come on, let this be the casket. Nah. Absolutely wrecked this clue, boys. This is going to be the casket for sure. Boom. What do we got? Nothing. Oh, wait. Felder Pills teleport. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, there we go. I think I am officially done with the Sepulchre. The final loot. 15 Ranar seeds. There's more. No, I didn't have any to start, so 15 was what I got entirely. 4,145 adamant bolts, 1,487 runite bolts, 2k laws, which I had some before, but not that many. In fact, I was just about to go and do some more rune crafting, which I'll have to do anyway for one of the diaries. But almost 20k deaths, almost 13k bloods, 2.1k cosmics. And the cash stack has fluctuated a bit with the staves and miscellanea and everything. 56 prayer potions. But I still haven't reached the goal of 80 agility. I'm close to 79. But if in case any of you ever wanted to go to the Sepulchre, which I would highly recommend, really recommend, because this stuff is going to set me up for success. I mean, that's a lot of bolts. Especially just later on in general, it's going to be nice to have that. So, got the entire set, but the final thing is, I want to do these pants. Yes. That looks pretty sick. I've never recolored the Graceful, ever. But I really like this getup. I really don't like the boots. We'll have to work on getting those, but right now I just can't bear to do any more. So the plan is I am going to attempt to complete... Whoa, I don't like my quest list like this. I'm going to attempt to complete... It's just gone, okay. Song of the Elves. And then I will finish 80 agility at the Prifddinas agility course so I can get those shards to make the divine ranging potions, because coming up We've got the Vorkath grind to finish the accumulator until I get his head. So I'll either get it before 50 kills or I'll get 50 kills. Before that, I have to imbue my Salve Amulet at the Nightmare Zone. And then after Vorkath, Lizardmen Shaman for the D Warhammer. So that's what's shaping up for the schedule of the next couple videos. But for now, let's do Song of the Elves for the first time ever. Okay, and with this Mythical Cape, 69 construction. Marble incense burners, decorative chapel window, never use it probably. Chapel organ, never use it probably. Medium chapel statue, not sure. Carved teak wardrobe. That would be nice. I really want the next armor case so I could put the hard ones in. But anyway, we're going for 70, so there's 69. Pain in the ass. And some of the clips are really bad. They get a little bit better as we progress in the series. But here I'm getting 70 construction, which is a requirement for Song of the Elves, and with that, I believe is the end of my little construction grind, and we are going to go into attempting the quest. Okay, so we're back. While I was at work today, I was able to knock out a bunch of Song of the Elves. We made it all the way to the point where I made the potion. I got the two other people, Amlot and Lady Traherne, the Elder Elves. And I have been designated to go into the Temple of Prifddinas, so we're going to knock that out. We've got some Summer Plies, some Super Energies, the Graceful. I really don't like the cape and the gloves and the boots, especially the hood and the cape, so we're going to have to get that black as soon as possible. I'm wondering if there wouldn't be a better combination of the other Shazian house, the red one, or, I have everything 100%, so I can even get the white, but I really don't want to waste the Marks of Grace just to do it, but I'd rather just have it all black, so maybe we'll just make that a goal and save up for that eventually. But I cannot, absolutely not stand this right now, so anyway, let's get into the temple. I went through the temple, but all my footage is corrupted apparently, and it just stalled and froze. I don't know if it's because of my frame drops inside of the actual temple, but rather annoying, so I'll just clip from here and we'll end up at the end of the temple. So here is the final effigy portal to, I forget, the memories of Saren. Really, I don't know if any of you guys have ever done this temple, you understand the pain of having to go through it. It's just a lot. I mean, you could see the amount of super restores that I had started with and how many I have left. Staminas would have been really nice for this, but I did not have them. Not really, unfortunately. That's a lot of herb lore for any Ironman to have by the time they want to get this quest done. But anyway, it was fun. Oh my god, they burned it all down. I can't believe it. I wonder what it's like to come back to this place after this quest is completely finished. Or am I even going to be able to come back here at all? It's a good thing I repaired my crystal seed. What about the bank? Can I still hit the bank here? Things to find out. Here's the final little bit of damage against Arianwyn. I don't know if she dies or he dies, I can't remember, but I think at the end of that fight, both of you, he kills you like that no matter what. And then there's the grave, and it's basically the morning of the Battle of Loletta, if that's how you say it. Wow. This was an absolute masterpiece of a quest. And one of the rare quests where I actually took the time to read the dialogue and follow along with what is going. I'm not really the best at remembering the names and everything like that even now, but the overarching story and the plot lines I follow, and I think they did a beautiful job with this one. So, okay, here's the plan. I've got no teleport out of here, so I have to do it this time. I've got sharks that I'll eat first, an anglerfish for each time I have to heal above max health, and then for each cycle of it I have a phoenix necklace. That's going to heal me up. When I take 20%, reduce below 20% health, I'll be healed to 30% health, which will leave me off in a good place for my blood spells to heal me while I do damage to the boss. After the first 3, the anglerfish are gone. I'll then transition to the bruise if I feel like it's going to be good. I mean, there's really no getting out. And if I do die, I just pay this guy 80,000 coins to get my stuff anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. The problem is I only have 1 more teleport on the elf crystal, so I do get another attempt should I fail, but I really just want to be done with it. So, we can see how well that went. What happened here is I didn't realize that my Ceradomin Brew would reduce my magic level beneath that required to cast Ice Burst. And due to like Fog of War, such things, I could not figure that out in the moment, so you can see me frantically scrolling around, pressing on things, trying to figure out why the game won't let me cast, when clearly, in the top left corner, my stats are reduced. This boss doesn't really do a whole lot of damage unless it's on its final stage, the one right after this one. So, yeah, I did this. I frantically went around for a while before realizing that all hope was lost, and we had to teleport, wasting my last teleport. So we're back, completely out of Phoenix necklaces. Probably could have made some more, but didn't want to waste the hassle. Decided to attempt it with just the Ceradomin Brews and the anglerfish. Now, we don't have any more teleports back there, so I had to go to the outpost and walk back in, which didn't actually end up being that hard. So let's give it a go. Okay, let's just scratch that attempt. Let's just go like that never happened. The Phoenix necklaces are absolutely essential, and we're back. Let's give it another go. Combined with all that knowledge, we end up in here, where we are completely out of supplies, but we have made it through her last phase, and we're restarting through the phases again. Let's see if we can clutch this kill right here. Yes, dude! Yes! Oh my god, I did it! Holy shit! Fuck yes! Oh my god, that feels so fucking good. So there it is, Song of the Elves. That was by far the best written quest, aside from definitely my second favorite compared to My Arm's Big Adventure. I mean, this quest just knocked everything right out of the park. In the final fight, it's incredible. There we go, 79 agility. And here we go. The grind is done, boys. Now I can complete the next step of my master clue. I can then work on getting my salve amulet imbued at the Nightmare Zone, and then we are headed to Vorkath for that head, baby. Okay, first step, gotta go to the Relica Rooftop course. Of course, we bust out the sea boots. It starts right over here. I really hope it's something nice. A mimic would be cool. I've never actually done this course either. Wonder how it is. The less clicks, the better. Closer, tighter, smaller. Quicker dopamine hits. Oh. Oh, that's right. We have to go back to Sherlock. Kandarin Hard Diary teleports me to Sherlock once per day. Comes in handy. Another clue. Speak to Jorel to receive a strange device. Okay, so I don't know if you know how this clue kind of works, but basically Sherlock will tell you to go to Jorel. Jorel's at the outpost over here. A necklace of passage will get you there quite readily. And you speak to him and he gives you this hot and cold device, and if you're using Rune Light, it really helps if you just teleport a bunch of different places and try out the strange device. It'll damage you a little bit, but eventually you'll be left with these 4 possible locations And let's just go around and see if we can figure out which one it is. So this clue step brought me to the, I believe this to be close to where you catch the monkfish, the Piscators fishing colony. And when I dig here, I'm going to summon the Ancient Wizard Trio. Each one of the wizards attacks with its own specific combat style. You can pray against it, but not all three, obviously. So you trap the other two, fight the one, and then move on from there. And the immediate next clue is another strange device, so back to draw. Okay, here we go. Boom. Can't pray against these guys, I don't believe, so we'll just have to eat, and we'll probably just wreck it. Absolutely destroyed. You guys can probably hear the bathtub going, the kids getting the bath time. Another clue, back to Sherlock we go. Okay, so I actually lost the audio to this, but our task was to kill a lizardman shaman. We killed the lizardman shaman, went back to Sherlock, and got the loot for the master loot, the thing we set out to actually do. And did we get anything? The Gothics page had potential. I haven't completed any of the god books yet, so there's a chance. I think I need page 2. If it shows up in that slot there, then it's a unique, and it didn't turn out to be a unique. So nothing from the master clue, not even anything really worth alking. So it's definitely been some time since I took the time to edit together a lot of the footage that we took, and the account is definitely a little bit farther than where it was in that last clip when we finished that master clue. That being said, there was a lot of content that I was able to finish, and some exciting things that I have documented in film. Jesus, what's wrong with me? That I want to put together for the channel, but it's been a little bit of an obstacle with work and family life, putting it all together, and I definitely have a newfound respect for those of the community that put out content as frequently as they do. And maybe if I spent less time consuming that content and put it into my own content, then I'd actually be able to get more out there. But that master clue took us from completing the Ardone Hard Diary to learning the Sepulchre to finishing Song of the Elves and finally unlocking Prifddinas to doing the Prifddinas Agility Rooftop course, which is phenomenal, and also unlocking access to the Gauntlet and Divine Potions. And you can't forget about 70 construction. We did get that. So if you made it this far into the video, I mean, God bless you. So, because I'm working on the editing and stuff like that, it's slow. It's definitely slow going, and there's a lot of things I can imagine doing, but I don't know how to actually put it down and actually make it work, but we'll get there. It's a work in progress. So anyway, see you in the next one.